What if the dreamers and the entrepreneurs aligned to create a better world, a better life for you, your family, your friends, career seekers, passion chasers? What if a company put people before profit? What if that company emphasized making you a better you, the most successful version of you? What if you and your business were supported by renowned scientists, working every day to redefine health and care? What if they developed a system to give your body exactly what it needs to thrive? What if stem cell science became the driving force of your life's source? What if you could overcome the signs of aging, not only looking younger, but feeling younger, living younger? What if you could work to live instead of living to work? What if you tossed out your alarm clock and took control of your time? What if your briefcase became a suitcase and the start of every Monday was as exciting as the end of every Friday? What if your office looked like this, or this, or this? What if your team worked from every corner of the globe while working together as one, proving that we really are one culture? What if you were a part of something greater? Something that compelled you to make things great for other people too? What if 6 simple words sparked a worldwide movement? What if your life could change with a single decision? It can. Jeunesse removes the what if. Join us.
Hello, Jeunesse Team Africa. I am so excited to be bringing you today a great Discover Jeunesse. We have Roux, who's going to be presenting the products for us. And then we have Kevin Sanderson, who will be presenting the financial rewards plan. So before we get into this great Discover Jeunesse, I would like to share with you some very cool promotions happening and an event that you need to definitely diarize. Let me share this with you now. So first off, to find this promotion, you need to be going into the market plan. The market plan, market specials. You'll find this in the back office in your shop area, so please pay attention to that. Join Jeunesse, the $1 sign up is still available till the end of May, so be sure to use that. We have an Evoke marketing package that is still available in Southern Africa. So definitely, if you need to, all that you need to present Evoke is in this marketing pack. The Zen Booster package is currently online. We are promoting. It is the last chance to get this package. It expires first thing in the morning tomorrow. So definitely don't waste time. Get that package. You're saving just under 50%. Now remember, this is in the Zambia cart, which caters to a multiple African countries. And definitely go check out our Facebook page to make sure that you are one of those countries. The Shape Up Motivation is currently happening. So please go check. So for the Zambia card, definitely go and look at that promotion. Next, we have an exciting event for you on Saturday at 4 p.m. So please go and check it and stay tuned. It's at 4 p.m. on this page. So you'll be able to watch Dr. Depoe, and he will be answering all of your questions about Revita Blue. Diarize it. The event is on our page. Go tell us that you're coming, and let's get into the Discover Jeunesse. Now, before we do get into the Discover Jeunesse, let's hear from our Chief Visionary Officer, Scott Lewis.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Discover Jeunesse, your opportunity to learn about the most innovative, exciting network marketing company in the world. We're deeply honored to have you with us today. My name's Scott Lewis, Chief Visionary Officer of the company. A little bit about my background. I've been around this industry of network marketing for a long time. I actually attended my first industry event when I was just a 10-year-old boy. My mom and Randy flew me up to Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana to attend an Amway convention. 30,000 people. It was an extremely empowering moment in my life, and I remember being there and getting to hear from some of the icons of this industry, some of the industry giants, motivational speakers like Zig Ziglar. And I remember Zig Ziglar being on that stage. I was a 10-year-old boy, and he said, if you dream it, you can achieve it. And that was a profound moment in my life, and one moment that I'll look back on as being a turning point. Honestly, even as just a 10-year-old boy, I've had the opportunity of working on the back end with my mom and Randy on different companies in this industry, helping companies start up, establish their strategies, and actually launch in this industry. When we started Jeunesse on 09 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we looked at all these companies and we decided we were going to do some reverse engineering. Rather than focusing in the US market, rather than investing our cash, our resources into marketing, branding, and really that sizzle that you see with a lot of great companies in the industry today, we decided we were going to focus and invest our resources, our cash, into developing infrastructure. We started in Asia, and we started establishing business entities, registering our products, getting the proper labeling for our products, import licenses, direct selling licenses, A to Z, setting up these markets. And I think culture is so important in this industry if you're gonna have not just short-term success, but long-term sustainable success. And a big part of our culture here at Jeunesse really lies in our mission statement. It's a power statement. It says the Jeunesse family creates positive impact in the world by helping people look and feel young while empowering each other to unleash our potential. You break that statement down and it represents really the fabric of our culture. It starts with family. We are one Jeunesse family, creating positive impact in the world through the business opportunity, through Jeunesse Kids, our cause-driven focus, and the philanthropic things we're doing to create a lot of good around the world, helping people look and feel young. That's what the Youth Enhancement System's all about, category creating products backed by science. The Youth Enhancement System literally is changing lives. And what you have with this system is huge market potential. The diversified youth enhancement system allows you to tap into the skincare and personal care industry. I mean, over $250 billion a year US dollars industry. You have the weight management industry. And with all of these market segments within the youth enhancement system, you have almost $500 billion of annual market potential. We've got 34 offices in over 140 countries around the world. We came out of the gates our first year of business. That includes the end of 2009, all of 2010 did 30 million US dollars. 30 million US dollars our first year. Second year, we grew over 100%. $65 million our second year of business. And I remember Direct Selling News, a local publication here in the United States, sent us an email and told us that we were going to be recognized as the number 82 company in direct selling worldwide. It was an eye-opening moment for us because, again, we had blinders on, laser focused, building. We were focused on doing what we do best. And that's getting out there and touching people's lives and empowering people to make a difference and to have a difference in the world. Fourth year of business, we set a goal to hit the $250 million mark. Sure enough, 100% growth. $257 million, our fourth year business, climbed to the youngest company out of the top 50, number 46 company in direct selling worldwide. Sure enough, 6-year business, Jeunesse became the fastest company in network marketing history to do annual sales of $1 billion, finished the year at $1.09 billion, climbed to the top 20, youngest company in the top 20 direct selling companies worldwide, number 18 after just our 6-year business. All of you are a part of history. Jeunesse is a part of history. So when you talk about Jeunesse, these are the brands that you can align Jeunesse with. Many of you have heard of Facebook. Many of you have heard of Apple. It took both Apple and Facebook 6 years as well to do annual sales of $1 billion. This is the credibility piece when you're out there sharing Jeunesse with the world. Now, when we hit the $1.4 billion mark, we climbed to the youngest company in the top 15, number 14 company in direct selling worldwide. Are you getting a sense of the timing? Are you getting a sense of where this vehicle's going. Awards like the Inc. 500, Direct Selling News, the DSA, Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year, International Business Awards, Marcom Awards, the list goes on and on. A big part of our culture here at Jeunesse is the cause-driven focus behind the company, and that lies right in Jeunesse Kids. Jeunesse Kids is something very near and dear to our hearts. It's something we're deeply passionate about. It lies in our mission statement when we talk about creating positive impact in the world. We build schools that provide employment and education. We build hospitals that provide medical care. We drill water wells that provide clean drinking water. We also teach agriculture so that the people in these communities can farm their own food. It's a fully sustainable model. 2 to 3 years when we leave this village, it's fully sustainable. Instead of a hand-me-down model, it's a hand-me-up model. We're empowering these communities to rise out of poverty. They say you don't make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give. And that's one of our core values here at Jeunesse, is having a servant's heart. We've been able to sponsor villages in northern China, in Dalhousie, also in Irkut, Kenya. Also, our third village was in Los Rios, Ecuador. Also in India, our fourth Jeunesse Kids village. Every year we do our Bringing Hope trips. We're able to take some of the leaders of the company and go and do some service work, to go to these communities, to get to meet the children, the families, and to lend a helping hand. And I can tell you guys, these are life-changing experiences. I've got so many stories from different villages we've been able to go to help the children, to help the families, and it's just been truly empowering and life-changing on so many levels. And what's very unique about Jeunesse Kids, we are a 501c3, a nonprofit, but we have 0% administrative fees. 0%, no overhead. 100% of what we take into Jeunesse Kids goes right back into the villages, goes into the communities. We do a lot of local community projects. Another big part of our culture is lifestyle experiences. We don't just work hard, we play hard here at Jeunesse. We have incredible time traveling the world with our leaders. Every year we do our Emerald Experience trip. It's in January, where it's pretty much cold everywhere around the world. It's at the Grand Wailea, iconic property, and we go there for 5 days. It's a one-time trip. We wine you, we dine you, we do, we watch some whales, we go snorkeling, we go zip lining, and it's an opportunity to bring so many cultures, nationalities together as one Jeunesse family. The other lifestyle experience I love to talk about is the Diamond Discovery, and this is the first-class experience. It's the best of the best. Every year we go to a new location. It's a full week trip. It's business class airfare for two, and it's the ultimate. We've gone on African safaris. We've chartered a yacht and cruised the Greek Isles. We chartered another yacht and cruised the Tahitian Islands. We actually last year bought out the entire Four Seasons Bora Bora. Every single one of those iconic bungalows that you've seen in photography around the world, every single one of them was full of our Jeunesse family. Just recently, last year, we invested in a very exciting project down in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The largest indoor arena in all of Brazil is now officially called Jeunesse Arena. Our very own home in Brazil. It's one of our fastest growing markets. In this picture here, you'll see over 18,000 people. I feel so blessed to come to headquarters here, to travel the world and not just call this my job. It's my passion. It's my passion because all of you. Because I get to see people get out there, realize, maximize their potential, and touch people's lives around the world. And my vision for this company is huge. So my vision has always been not just to create a great company, not just to create a billion-dollar brand, not even just to create a multi-billion-dollar brand, but to create one of the great legacy companies of network marketing. A movement, a generational movement, bringing together like-minded, like-hearted people with a common mission to create positive impact in the world and to create the #1 company in network marketing worldwide. So I hope you appreciate the timing, the credibility, the heart of this company, and we hope you join the movement. As we say here at Jeunesse, one team, one family, one Jeunesse.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Africa, and wherever you may be today. So excited to be welcoming you on to this very special Facebook Live, Discover Jeunesse. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Roux. I'm so honored to be a Sapphire executive with Jeunesse Global, based here in Cape Town. It's a beautiful kind of summer's day. And really so ready to show you why it is that you've possibly tuned in here this morning. To find out a little bit more, let me just tell you a little bit about myself as well. My background, I come from a retail travel industry background, pretty diversified, sales and marketing. Also had a retail in real estate as well. But I wanted something else. I wanted something else that was going to give me a good pension, a better life. Even being in the travel industry, it was great, but I wanted to earn more money and travel when I wanted to. I wanted to not sit in the traffic. And I'm not really good at just sitting in an office, you know. So I wasn't too sure that there was another option out there that I possibly could sit in a coffee shop down at the beach and actually work. And so what happened is, how did I come across Jeunesse? Quite amazing, actually. I saw a video one day, and it was of a woman that had these eye bags, and within a minute they disappeared. And I sat watching, looking. It was on Facebook, and I had to find it again. It took me a little while, and I just thought, you know what? This is something I can understand. You know, sometimes some pictures can be Photoshopped, but not this video. When I found the video, I made a call or two, and I was then, I got to meet the person who introduced me is a singer here in Cape Town. Her name is Bashara. She's become a really good friend as well. And we basically met. She then tried this eye cream on our second meeting on me, and it was incredible to see the people around. You know, it was almost as if, you know, I just looked like I was pretty much two-faced, if you know what I'm saying, from one side to the other. And that was, for me, incredible. That really was, because I thought, you know what, this is something that works. It's authentic. It just goes with the values, with everything that I'm about, you know. And so for me, I then thought, okay, let me just go a little bit further. And down the line, you know, here I am with Jeunesse, having discovered a couple of years back, learned so much, been traveling, and I'm now in a situation where I'm finding dreams coming true. And not just dreams for me, but dreams for really special people in my life, as well as people that were strangers before that have become really good friends. So that is really why I'm so excited, and sometimes I'm going to try and stop myself, but apparently I don't need to. I just need to experience when you are doing, and you with a company like Jeunesse, not only are you enjoying the whole experience, but it's the products that really make me feel that I'm just nowhere near my age. And those of you that know me always do realize that I never thought I was my age anyway. But this is what, in an anti-aging company like Jeunesse, why I really feel so at home, and so excited about what I'm doing. Okay, and how do I make this possible? Training. We have the training. We've got events like this. I've got the most wonderful people right behind me right now, supported the likes of Morgan, wasn't she fantastic? And Candace, and people that are part of our business, and the general manager like no other. So what I'm going to do now is, let me tell you part of how I got to where I am and what I'm doing, and where I'm going in terms of the company has a lot to do with the highly effective products that we have. And every day I'm just so excited, because I get to be able to try them, see people utilizing them, and seeing a lot of the extraordinary results that we're having. All right, so just before we do that, let me get to, you know, have you ever wondered where your dreams could take you? You know, what you're going to be doing is in your head. You know, have you really thought that you could actually be doing what you've been dreaming of doing, but you haven't necessarily put it into practice? And I know it's rough for a lot of people out there right now, but you know what? We need to share this opportunity with you, with anybody that you think that may just be dreaming. And it's not just about you or me. There's people that have dreams, but they don't realize that it actually can be realized. And I say that, because I've seen so many people with those dreams. And what? Let's have a look at this. We've got to look at our Jeunesse family statement and see exactly what I'm talking about here. In terms of, it's not just something we talk about, there it is. You can read that. Jeunesse family creates positive impact in the world, helping people look and feel young. That's what's so amazing, while empowering each other to unleash our potential. And that's exactly it. And guys, I'm in Africa. It doesn't matter where you're tuning in from today, but I can assure you in Africa, we absolutely need to empower one another, our people, our families. And that for me is such an important mission statement right there. So who are we? Check this out. Isn't that amazing? That's our company headquarters in Maryland, Florida, USA. It's a whole 150,000 square meters. I once said 150 square meters, which is wrong. 150,000 square meters of office space that belongs and fully paid for by the company. It's a beautiful base to have, and yeah, one of the businesses, one of the bases, I should say, that we have around the world. And then, how about what is behind that building? Meeting our family. Look at our family. A family-owned business that we have here. Randy Ray. For those of you that know Randy, he's very much behind. He was one of the people at NASA that was paid many millions years back to develop the launch software that they're part of, which they're using today. And he came from humble beginnings. We're talking about mud pies and incredible stuff, and so a person that really understands what it's like not to have, and ensure and help others and empower others to actually have what he didn't have. Then you've got his wonderful wife Wendy. I met them in the entire family, in fact, in Italy last year. I had the privilege. Wendy's incredible. She comes from a mathematician background. She is behind many of the network marketing financial rewards plans, compensation plans, and so much more. And here's a favorite. I mean, look at Scott. Scott Lewis is Wendy's son. He's our chief visionary officer. What a guy. He inspires us every single day. And where we are in terms of, and you'll see even on that video, 10 short years, he's been very much behind that. And it's because of this family, and never mind, we're in our industry with the one company on the Inc. 5000 for a couple of years now. That is very much to do with the vision that Scott has. Have a look at these awards. Isn't this amazing? You're going to see that now this one, we don't have that many awards. We have gone over 600 awards, all right? But just to give you an idea, it's incredible with what the company has been doing. And we're talking about not just awards, we're talking about major American awards that we have. We're open now and we're delivering to over 147 odd companies, I should say countries out there. And the awards we are seeing every day. It's incredible in some way or another. Okay, so all right, so and now if you can have a look, it was, I know it's very hard sometimes for us to keep up. You can see there with the new awards, we're right up at 612. And that other slide that I had was really not long ago, that we were down at 300. And look at this. Look at this awards room itself. Scott is so proud of this room. It's just so incredible with all the major marketing awards that we've got. And we're up there with the likes of the Google, the AT&T. It really is quite something to see. All right. So, which leads us to one of my most favorite slides. Who would ever think? I mean, that if you're looking at a company here that Jeunesse is, and when people say to me, what is Jeunesse? I'll go, well, we got to $1 billion in 6 years turnover. So what does that mean? What does that mean? You know what? We actually
the most successful
of Apple and Facebook. They also took that amount. Look at this here. We're talking about Amazon as well. We're rubbing shoulders with eBay, Google. These are the kind of companies that have been able to show the incredible growth and the yields that they have. And there comes a 10-year-old Jeunesse Global who did this in their 6th year. Very, very proud indeed. And that for me was one of the major reasons why I could see that this company was going places. All right, and not only have we done that, we've held that position for the last 5 years. How amazing is that? To do $1 billion, not just in year 6 and fade, but every single year exceeding that by quite a bit every single year for the last 5 years. That's another absolute milestone. Very excited about that. And then what we're going to see is who's behind all of this. Okay, we're going to have a look and see in a moment who's behind all of this. But we've got, what we are doing is we're operating in so many billion-dollar industries. But look at this. This is our advisory board. All right, our medical advisory board is a little bit bigger, but these are the only guys that we could kind of fit on here. But quite incredible indeed. If you have a look, and I won't go into great detail, but the first gentleman you see on the far left is a Dr. Nathan Newman, an exceptional man that is based in Beverly Hills, Hollywood, a non-cut cosmetic surgeon of note, and very much behind our Luminous range and anything stem cell related. Really quite incredible. Then we've got Dr. William Amzalak, who is a sorry, don't. The next one is actually Dr. Jim Papa. Dr. Jim Papa is a plastic reconstruction surgeon, exceptionally well known in the anti-aging world, and behind products like Affinity, AM and PM, etc., which you'll see shortly. Then another favorite of mine is Dr. William Amzalak. He's got the coolest French accent you could imagine, and he very much is what he does is an advisor as well on our advisory board in terms of how the products actually work, but in the most simplistic way. And that's where we always say, just speak to the person who introduced you, or brought you onto this Facebook Live, and ask them to where you can find more, which is basically the Jeunesse TV, where he has many of these episodes, and he's been doing this for absolute years. A wonderful man that I also met in Johannesburg a few years back. And then you've got Dr. Donna Antar. Also, strange enough, she's from a health industry. She's also a ballet professional, and very much behind our Zen range, which is along with Mark McDonald, of course. But yeah, she's pretty much on the health side. And then on the far right, an extraordinary man by the name of Christian Drapeau, who is a stem cell scientist. And we're going to show you a little bit more of what 15 years he put in to come up with a sachet with one of the products that we do have for stem cell proliferation and increasing one's good health by utilizing the actual product. All right, so these are some of the doctors on our advisory board that are very much part of our success. Okay, so let's get into it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through the products very briefly with you, show you, just give you a bit of information. And then at the end of this, I'm going to be introducing one of my colleagues who's going to be covering the financial side of the business. It'll be Kevin Anderson. So I can't wait for that. So without further ado, let's get into this. Luminous is amazing. Guys, Luminous, this range is in South Africa. It's known as Lumes because there is another range with that name. Worldwide, it's known as the Luminous range, skincare range. The big thing here is APT200. What is APT200? APT200 is advanced polypeptide technology. And what you basically have, except for the cleanser is it's a wonderful cleanser. It has a very soft or gentle, I should say, exfoliation process. brought to you by the alpha and beta hydroxy acid in it. The rest of the products have the growth factor. How do we get the growth factor? Well, basically, very simply said, Luminesse is about cellular health, all right? And what happens with the growth factors, it's derived from the world's first adult stem cell based skincare range, which is what you're looking at right now. And that is part of our fame, being pioneers out there. And I'm very proud to say part of one of the people that have been able to utilize the products. And what is the stem cell stuff? What does it really mean? You know, no, you're not getting stem cells within the products, because obviously stem cells do not survive outside of the process. What you are getting is a growth factor, and that growth factor is what's actually working for us at a cellular level. And that is the reason I've had so many people that have just joined my business or made comments, etc., because they remember me back 5 years back. Yes, I was still smoking, guys, you know, so, but since then, utilizing these products, it's incredible. Smaller pores, far less lines. And look at that, some of the comments there. We're looking at, in between, there were clinical self-assessment studies done, right? The participants, their input, and I mean, there's some incredible befores and afters. One thing I have to just say with Jeunesse, being highly ethical, we may not make any medical claims or make any financial gain claims. One thing I can tell you is, if you look at the befores and afters and the photos that we do show you, it's of people that we know, people that are in the business, or they are actually known as customers of ours. And having said that, where we had these participants, 93% in this clinical assessment said they saw a significantly more radiant skin within 2 weeks. I mean, that's incredible. And I like this part of it. 100% said a healthier and younger looking skin in as little as 4 weeks. Where do you see that? And what is talking there is the stem cell factor, and obviously the APT200, which is your growth factor. Isn't that incredible? All right, so that has been the serum in particular, as well as, and we'll get to the reserve in a moment, have been our flagship products since the beginning, and we've since evolved since that, obviously. All right, now we're going to have a look at something. What you just had a look at now is for permanent effects, all right? This, what we're looking at, instantly ageless, is temporary effects. It basically, what would happen here is it's an eye cream which you can basically utilize under, you know, it doesn't matter where on your face other than on top of your eyelids, of course, and it noticeably diminishes lines and wrinkles. It's a temporary lasting from 6 to 9 hours. I find personally, after 6 or 7 or odd hours, if I am out and I've now got an evening event, obviously outside of this kind of time, I would then be able to do a touch up later on. But yeah, as I say, it's quite exceptional if you look at how extraordinary the results are before and after. And I do believe we have a surprise video for you. So I can just
What do you see? What are you thinking?
What do you think of that? So that is the video that I saw. Incredible. I don't need to say much more. It's a huge seller. It really is, and it's part of my everyday. And the next one, just to show you very briefly, is a product called Envy. Envy is amazing. Be the Envy, created by a makeup artist, very much behind some of the Hollywood stars that we know. And her name is Yolanda Holston. And Yolanda's first movie, tester movie, basically where we used 1,000 cans, was Twilight. And it's incredible. You know those guys with the really scary light faces, amazing. That was really something else. And basically what we do now is, as opposed to all the machinery and many and things that people needed to use before, it's 3 simple cans. It's a primer, it's a foundation with 9 flattering shades, as well as a bronzer. You can use all 3 for that, for the professional airbrush look. Or if you wish to use one at a time, get your collection going, whatever. It's the most amazing finish you could possibly have. And I absolutely love it. And why don't we just show you a 1-minute video? How cool was that? Incredible, right? So what you saw there was beauty from within. Let me just show you a couple of products where, sorry, that was from, I'm going to show you beauty from that's within. That was beauty from the exterior. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to show you a couple of dietary supplements. I'm just going to run through quickly, starting with one of my absolute favorites, Reserve. Reserve is a dietary supplement. It's a delicious supplement containing resveratrol. For those of you that know resveratrol or like red wine perhaps or grapes, it is the main ingredient of Reserve is resveratrol. Plus we've got acai, pomegranate, dark cherry, grape juice, green tea, grapeseed, and aloe vera. An amazing mix. 30 mils of magic in a sachet. And that's what gets me. For me personally, what I use it for, I won't talk to you all day about it because I could. But one of the things is menopause helps me. You have no clue. Incredible. Of the 34 symptoms, people laugh. I used to have 21, guys, 21. I'm down to 5. All right, I'm missing the exercise a little bit, so I'm kind of around about 6. But I love this product so much. All right, so and it's also it has proven effectiveness. We're talking about CAPI tests as well as it's really heart friendly. All I ask you to do is when you do go back to the person who put you onto this live event, is just go and Google search the word resveratrol benefits, and almost not every, but almost every ailment out there, and you'll see how there's over 10,000 Google I should say medical studies out there on PubMed.org, etc., showing the benefits and how this is part of how we got to $1 billion company. One of our secrets I've just given you away. Okay, all right, so there's that's reserved for you. The next one I would like you to have a look at here is mind. I don't know about you, but when it comes to memory, and especially, I mean, I had especially going through menopause, sieve. I mean, honestly, seriously, mind like a sieve. And we're looking at the 2 of the main ingredients here, SeraQ, as well as L-theanine. And what does it mean? Basically, the one is for the mental distraction, which it assists, as well as memory. I remember things that maybe I shouldn't, you know, but seriously, it assists me because even something like today, I'll be honest with you, I haven't done Facebook Live before. And I'm just, and you think, I'm going to just forget, right? No, something like this really does help. So with so many people from Pretoria to London, it doesn't matter where, that are doing so beautifully with the right now is obviously with static and things like that. This is the kind of product that's really doing well out there. The next one we're going to be talking to you about is Finity. Finity is another exceptional product. I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit slow with the, I'm speaking before the slide. It's about cellular aging, cellular health, okay? And what they say with Finity is that cellular aging ends here. Very simply said, when you're thinking of telomeres, telomeres are like the caps on, well, they are the caps on one's chromosomes, all right? And as you age, they basically go like the shoelace. The shoelace is really fantastic when it's new, and when it's frayed, that's basically when one ages. So without those caps in good condition, it obviously everybody ages. Once they are no more, well, one is quite simply dead. So you need to make sure. And if it is possible, here is something, this product's got TA65, which we have the rights to as Jeunesse, a very exciting product. And once more, there's no other product like this in the world. I love my Finity. How's this one? AM, PM. Exactly that, guys, AM, PM. I have the most beautiful day. If I have AM, it gives you the clarity. It gives you the goodness that you really need, as well as a deep sleep. Ask anybody in anti-aging out there, if you don't sleep properly, you're kind of wasting your time, because you really need to have a proper sleep. And I'm not saying that we all can get 8 hours. There's something about that PM sleep for me that I wake up so refreshed, you know. So and the same thing with the AM. It just drives me in the day. So, and it's really good. Hormones, energy, sleep. That to me what is AM and PM is about. And our good Dr. Jim Papa was behind this. We're talking about Nobel Prize nominations, etc. An exceptional product, guys. Okay, and then another one it's collagen production, and it's called Naara. You saw Scott mentioning there, you had a look and saw the stadium that used to be called the Olympic Stadium, right? 18,000 people in there. This is one of the products that got us that status in Brazil. It's incredible. Hair, nails, bones, it really is. And even for joints. So it's really good. I don't need to tell you how good collagen is. All right. This one is something else. We're talking about the absorption rate, which is very important to Jeunesse with all of our products. Here is one that's showing you exactly that. All right. And then straight from Naara, we're going to go to Zen Body. Zen Body, range of products. I won't go into all of them, guys. But what you're wanting in this life is you want to balance your blood sugar levels. You want to be able to feel good. You want to wake up excited, and when you go to sleep, you know that you're going to be having a good night's sleep. You also want to feel the power, all right, that our bodies do have, but sometimes we just don't feed it the right stuff. Here we have a shake like no other. It's called Zen Fuse, which comes in a chocolate dream or vanilla bliss. You know, for me, I don't have a favorite. I love them both. We've got the Zen Fit as well, which is an amino acid blend. So with the one product that's basically building you up and assisting you in terms of strength, breaking down fat, you've then got what amino acids does to you as well, is gives you the muscle definition and also says goodbye to the fat. And then of course the Zen Shape and Prime as well. An amazing array of products that work together. As all our products do work synergistically. So, all right. So that's now the product side of Zen Body. And then, of course, Zen Project 8. Very simply, Mark McDonald, what a guy. He doesn't have workout sessions of 20, 30 people. This guy's got hundreds, if not at times thousands. For those of you that may know him, he's on a TV show connected to CNN on a Tuesday, where he's the health person connected that will advise, I should say, and he's also his association with the US Diabetic Association. He's got all the gyms, the Venice gyms as well in the States. An exceptional man that is so tuned in to what our bodies need, and is not these you don't want to go down the road of these very quick lose weight products that you can get out there, because what happens, you put it on just as fast. So what this is all about, not just balancing your blood sugar levels, but it's actually the fat loss that you've lost, retaining that. And that to me what is so important. And for those of you that watch the person who introduced me, I said it was Bashara, just to have a look. Since August she's lost 11 kgs. Incredible. My mother says, good grief, when's she going to stop? And this is what she's been taking, and it's part of her life. And so many people, I take it every day as well. All right, so that, and it's an 8-week program, guys, so you can try it, and then it becomes basically a way of life. I love the Zen way of life. All right, so we're down to, there is Revita Blue. That's the next one I want to show you. Cellular Health. Revita Blue is a product that was developed, took 15 years by a stem cell scientist, Christian Drapeau is a Canadian, and I invite you all to join us online on Saturday to watch Christian in action. What he's put into this, I can only tell you that with the combination of the reserve and the other products that I've been taking, and others as well, and of course we may not make claims, I can just tell you though that I'm not a swimmer. People will know, yes, I've surfed and I'll do short distance, etc. But just prior to lockdown, I got myself going within a few weeks. I got myself doing 50 laps in the pool up at the Virgin, and I couldn't understand it. And I went and I did some investigations. And here is one of the products that I realized. What does it do? It basically is a sachet that you take on a daily basis. And if you look at stem cells out there, what do stem cells do? The people with the most stem cells and that are circulating in their bodies are the healthier ones, right? Kids have it when they're younger. Cut yourself, you heal really quickly. We take longer when we are older, right? Stem cell proliferation is really important. And what basically the sachet does, very simply put, more detail on Saturday, of course, is it assists with the release of the stem cells from one's bone marrow. And that is the amazing feeling and the benefits that one has. Extraordinary benefits indeed. All right, so I love that product as well, as many in my team and many of our customers do. And yeah, so after that, what do we got? What we got left is Reveal. Reveal is incredible, okay? It's not, for me, I do know that in terms of the hair growth, it's another thing, if you're wanting thicker hair, this is the way to go. What is Reveal? It's basically a hair care system created for the use of, for those guys that are, not if somebody has no hair at all and they've been that way, let's say for the last 6 years, then you've got a problem, because basically the follicles are not working. All right, but for guys that aren't at that particular stage, you're wanting, going through menopause, going through stress, for instance, you're losing hair. Incredible. This product is going to give you the thickening that you need. There's also a really good shampoo, as well as a conditioner, and then of course the scalp infusion treatment itself, which are 3 of those basically vials that you would basically utilize, but you don't use it every day. Obviously, it's when you wash your hair, and it lasts a long time, like many of our products do, depending on your usage, of course. All right, so those products all together, going through them really as quick as I could have, it basically is all very much part of the YES system that Jeunesse has, is very proud of, the youth enhancement system. All right, you can see we've gone through the products. Not all of them are available in every market, so please check in the market that you are in, and where you are watching from. But basically, yeah, the products, they're Jeunesse products. They are extraordinary. They are highly effective. And all I can say is it's very much part of the success, my team's success, and just the excitement that I have. So I thank you for joining me today, as well as Kevin, and also on behalf of Jeunesse Global. In terms of the products, you can see I absolutely love them. What I'm going to do now is introduce you and hand you over to someone very special at Jeunesse Global Africa in my team, a Pearl executive by the name of Kevin Sanderson, been in this industry for over 20 years now in the network marketing industry. And yeah, so over to you, Kevin, and let us show us a little bit more with regards to the payment financial rewards side of Jeunesse Global. Thank you so much, people.
Hi there, everyone, and thank you, Corin, for that. That was absolutely incredible. You know, the product range in this business is so powerful. And the thing that I love most about it is that they really, really work. And I would really encourage you to just touch base with the people that invited you to this presentation so that you can actually just find out more about the products. But excuse me, sorry about that. So I'm going to just very, very quickly talk to you in a few very short minutes about how we actually make money from this business. But the thing that I want to share with you is, you know, when we find something that we really love and something that we really can embrace and we really find that it works for us, what do? We go and tell people. Let me give you an example. All right. So if, for example, you went to a great movie last night and I know that you can't, but you watched one on Netflix and you really enjoyed it and it was really powerful. It impacted you. What do? You go and tell people. And the thing that I want to ask you is, does Netflix or Metro or Stir Kinnick or any of those companies come back to you and say, thank you so much for referring your friend, here's some money, here's something back, here's a free ticket? No. And why do they do that? Why don't they do that? Because they know that you're going to share it anyway. And that is the most trusted form of marketing, is word of mouth. Because when a friend says to you, you need to check this out, we trust them. And the thing that we know is when we love something, we love to share it. And in Jeunesse, we have 6 ways of actually, well, 5 ways, the 6 ways I'm going to go into now. But the 5 fundamental ways of making money that we can all instantly capitalize on is these 5 steps. I'm going to go through them one by one very, very quickly, just so that you can see, and then I'll explain the 6th one at the end. So the first one is retail profit. Now that's just traditional business. We buy something, we sell it, there's a markup, we put the markup in our pockets and we make a little bit of money. And that is the fundamental way of doing business and trade for generations. But what is really nice is that Jeunesse actually has a facility where a lot of that work is done for you. So what it does is you can refer a friend to your website, which I'll touch on briefly towards the end, but you can refer a friend to your website, they can go and research the product themselves, they can go and find out more about it, they can check out what they want, they can go on there, click, order, pay, and have it delivered to their doorstep without you even knowing. Now, why is that so valuable and important? You see, the thing that makes it so important is the fact that you can absolutely sell or move your product anywhere in the world. A friend phones up and says, I'm tired. Hey, go and check out my website. There's some great products there. Specifically, check out Reserve. They'll go and look. Why? Because you referred them. Remember, the most powerful form of marketing is word of mouth. And so they'll go and check it out. They'll like it, perhaps. They'll buy something. And that could happen in any country around the world. And so you could actually be making money while you're sleeping, or you could be making money while you're awake. And so that is really, really powerful. The second way is the acquisition bonus. Now, you know, when you refer somebody to this company recognizes it and they reward you for what you've done. So fundamentally, every time you refer somebody into the system and they decide to plug in, and remember, it's entirely their choice, and they buy a package to get themselves kickstarted so they can test the products, maybe sell a little bit, whatever the case it might be, the company rewards you for that referral. And it's only a once-off reward for every referral, but the point is that referral still puts a little bit of money back in your pockets. And that is also very, very powerful. But now that you've referred people in, that referral bonus, which is once off, now kicks into what we call is a commission-based bonus. You see, like with anything, our products, well, like with many companies, our products have points. Now, for those of us in South Africa and anyone abroad watching, I'm sure you have similar concepts. But, you know, if we go to Pick n Pay, we've got a loyalty card. It's a little smart shopper card. And every time we go and buy something, we swipe the card and those cards earn us points. And after a short period of time, we can go and cash those points in and buy something for free. But you're not buying it for free because you're getting those points from everything you buy. And the reality is that every single time you buy, you swipe your card, you earn those points, but you can only redeem those points in Pick n Pay. Whereas here we say, let us redeem those points into cash that goes back into your pockets. And just before I explain this to you, because I think this little analogy will make a whole heap of sense to you, is think about this for a moment. If you were in Pick n Pay and I was the manager, and I came to you and I said, listen, if you leave this queue, I know you're near the front, but if you leave this queue and you join this queue over here, every single time that someone joins behind you and goes through the queue and they swipe their card, you will accumulate their points as well onto your Pick n Pay card. My question is very simple. Which queue are you going to join? Now, of course, it's a no-brainer. You're going to join the queue, which will have the best interest for you and the best growth opportunity for you in terms of your point accumulation. Well, the same thing happens here. As these teams grow, we have one team on our left and one team on our right. As they grow, every time they swipe their card, their virtual card, or they buy a product, those points accumulate back up to you, just like I've illustrated in the analogy. And as those points accumulate, every time you end up with a 600 to 300 ratio, totaling 900 points, those points drop off and you earn a $35 commission. Now, $35 may not sound very much, but think about it from this particular perspective. $35 on a once-off is not much, but can you imagine if there's a whole host of people shopping after you in those queues? How quickly those points will accumulate. And in fact, the potential is so good that the company has actually put a cutoff point at 750 commissions per week. So 750 of those $35 cycles you can earn in a week if your business grows to that level. And remember, you're growing these businesses as a collective team. So you don't have to go and find all those people. Those people will come from the efforts of other people. Because remember, you might refer a few people to go and change queues at Pick n Pay. What are they going to do? Those people are going to go and refer people as well. So that is how the teams grow. And it's very simple and it is very, very effective. But now coming back to this, 750 team commissions per week could equate to $26,250 that you could earn per week. That's a humongous amount of money. That's like 300,000-400,000 Rand. And that is humongous. But the reality is, just what if you were getting 10 of those commissions? What if you were getting $3,000 a week? Or what if you were getting $500 a week? Would that make a difference to your particular situation? I can guarantee you one thing. I'm currently witnessing many, many people, not only in South Africa, but around the world, who are either being short-timed, laid off, salary reductions. And the big thing here is another alternative way that you can fund yourself that is, so that you can actually survive through these crises. And that is why big leaders, Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, Warren Buffett, all these guys say, have a plan B so that if something affects your plan A, you've got something to fall back on. And this virus around the world right now has proven that to be one of the truest stories out there. So this is a potential. This is number 3. All right. So number 4 is what we call as the leading matching bonus, or the leadership matching bonus. Now, this is not necessarily for everybody, because some people may want to just connect into this just to use the products, or maybe refer it to a few of their friends and get a bit of a retail bonus or retail profit out of it. But for those of us who want to actually develop teams and become leaders in our own right, the company recognizes you for being a leader. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about the matching bonus, but there are ways that you can earn additional income over the first 3 options that I've just shared with you. And I would encourage you to ask the person who invited you here, to ask them about it, find out more about it, and do your due diligence. Because too often we fob something off because we just don't have enough information. And I encourage you to get that information. Now, the fifth way of making money is our customer acquisition incentive. And that is where we encourage people and reward them for bringing customers into the fold. Because let's call a spade a spade. Not everyone's going to build a network. We know that, all right? Just like not everyone's going to be a doctor, not everyone's going to be a plumber, not everyone's going to be a shop owner per se. We know that. But the reality is, doctors still have to shop, plumbers still have to shop, people still want to wash their hair, people still want to take nutrition. So we can utilize this as a springboard to bring customers in. And when we bring customers in, we can also then start generating percentage bonuses on the previous slide that I just showed you. So there are 5 incredible ways of making money here. Very, very incredible. And I would really encourage you again, do the research, do the due diligence, ask the questions, pick up the phone, send a WhatsApp to the person who invited you and just say, tell me more. You still have the prerogative to say no, but you might also just want to say yes. Who knows what the outcome could be? And that's very important. Now, this next slide that I'm going to show you is for the people who are really, they're the go-getters of the world. And there's only a handful of them. We know that. Not everybody is going to go out and become multimillionaires overnight. We understand that, and that is part of the process. But for those of you who are ambitious, we have what is called as the diamond bonus pool. And at this particular level in the business, where you have built yourself a significant business, you have led many people, you have helped people achieve what they want to achieve, you can then reach levels in this business which we call diamond. And at the diamond level, you become part of a pool where you almost become a shareholder in the company, and you can then earn 3% divided amongst all of the diamonds, of course, of the turnover of the company. And that is incredibly powerful. Now, I'm sure that there are some people who are thinking, yeah, you know, there's another network, or it's a scheme, or it's a scam, or whatever. I can't change what you're thinking, but I can tell you this. One of the things that I love about networking is the credo of, if we can help you get what you want, we can have what we want. Now, that is one of the most powerful statements I've ever heard in my life. And that is what actually triggered me to doing this research many years ago, when I heard someone, actually it was Robert Kiyosaki, say that at a conference that I was at. And he said, the one beautiful thing about networking is about the way we help one another. And when we serve one another, we help each other grow, we can in turn get what it is that we want. And in today's age, where things are so tough, people are so worried, I would really encourage you just to look into this, do the research, and possibly consider the potential of what this business can do for you. And you might be very pleasantly surprised. And even if the timing may not be right for you, maybe the timing to do the research could be perfect right now, because at least your eyes are opened, you know what's out there, and you know what can come for you in terms of rewards, money, lifestyle, and so forth. And with that, I wanted to share my last couple of slides. And this is, there are other bonuses in this business. And the other bonuses comprise of trips, like Scott spoke about in the video earlier. Personal training. You know, during this lockdown, I've been doing countless webinars, and I have spent tens of thousands of rands signing into webinars to learn to do stuff that I fundamentally already know how to do. Here in our business, we don't charge you money for that. We take your hand and we say, hey, let's get on this bus and have the ride of a lifetime, and let's do it together. And you have personal training, video calls, webinars, all sorts of things, tools that you can use to strengthen your resolve, strengthen your business, strengthen your ability to actually get out there and market. And the wonderful thing about it all is that we are fully integrated into the whole social media infrastructure. And by doing, what I mean by that is, a lot of the business that we do via social media, via networking platforms, via LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, via Facebook, WhatsApp, all of these different platforms, and it's all linked into an incredibly world-renowned app called J Mobile that Jeunesse has put together. that you can send people, you can market to them, you can share information, share videos, and it does all the work for you. In fact, it's so advanced that you could be sitting on your veranda with your cell phone in your hand, and you can literally build your business from a smartphone completely. And that is really, really important. So what are the next steps? Well, the first thing is get your virtual business starter kit. That's what I've just been talking about, where people can log onto your site. It has got your name, it's linked to you, people affiliated with you, and it becomes part of your personal brand. And the incredible thing about it is they can shop. You have a full retail shopping portal where people can buy and have stuff delivered to them, and it's all managed for you. The second thing that is really important is get yourself a product pack. Now that's optional, but I can tell you, if you are going to go into photography, you're not going to go and read books. You're going to go and buy a camera. And you're going to use that camera, and you're going to test it out, and you're going to have all the experiences that will give you the confidence to use it to the best ability and its maximum. And that's exactly why you would want to get a product pack. You would want to get those products, use them, test them out, get your own personal experiences. We all have our own personal experiences, and I'm not going to go due to time into mine, but I'm happy to share it at another time. The next thing would be to set up your smart delivery. You see, it's awkward to go to the shops, especially now. I went to Pick and Pay the day before yesterday, and I stood in the queue for like 45 minutes just to get to the front door. It was quite incredible. And at the same time, I knew that if I could just go online and shop, it would make life so much easier. And we have an online shopping system and a smart delivery system that solves all of that. And the next thing you want to do is you just want to find two people that are willing to do what you want to do. That's it. It's really that simple. And this is not rocket science. Because once you have helped those two people do what you've done, you become an executive in this business, and you are now earning money, you are now building a network, and you are now part of a team that are holding your hand and taking you down this road of adventure, excitement, hope, possibility, and who knows what kind of opportunity could come from that for you. And once you've done that, all we do is we help other people do exactly what we've done. So I go executive, and I just help other people go executive, and I help their people go executive, and we just keep building that model over and over and over, and the results can be absolutely outstanding. So we help other people. And remember what I said, if I can help you get what you want, I in turn can have what I want. And so therefore there's no take. This is all about give. It's about giving people an opportunity, helping them, inspiring them, motivating them, etc. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for people, leaders who are prepared to give their lives, your lives, the very, very best. And so I want to just ask you, what do you want? I know for me and my family, we love travel. I have a son who lives in England. I want to be able to travel at will to go and see him. I want to be able to give back to the community. Especially during this time, I'm seeing how many people out there are hungry. And they say, if you give a person a fish, you feed them for a day. If you teach them how to fish, you feed them for a lifetime. And I want to be able to give back. And maybe that's what drives you. Maybe you want just freedom, time freedom. You want a work freedom balance. I love my job. It's one of the most exhilarating things that I do. Every day, I love my job. But I also know that it is also still a company that has its own risks, own fears. This COVID virus could do a lot of damage. It already is. So I just want to have that freedom of mind, that peace of mind, that there are other opportunities out there that I can do alongside what I do. Lifestyle. I want a little bit of ownership, that I can feel like I own something, it's mine. I can leave it as a legacy to my children. Time. They say time is one of the most valuable commodities. And they say children spell love, T-I-M-E. And I want to tell you, I think that's what we all do. Every one of us spell it the same way. So I don't know what it is that drives you. I hope that what we've shared with you today makes a whole heap of sense. And if it doesn't, I'd like to challenge you to go and question the person who invited you and ask them question after question until it does make sense, so that you can make an educated decision, that you can make an educated take an educated chance on your life. And as Cora said, my name is Kevin Sanderson. It's been a thrill for me to sit here and talk with you today. I hope that what I've said makes some sense, but I promise you, if you go and just do the research, I think you'll be as pleasantly surprised as I was. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Morgan, for giving us this opportunity and this platform to share this opportunity with everybody. I wish the rest of you a wonderful Thursday, and may you go into the weekend feeling excited, exhilarated, and grab the opportunity. Thank you, take care, and goodbye.